Dear viewers, my name is Veronica Rose. Welcome to today's session, and our topic of discussion will be on IT operations. I have a special guest for you. He's from Uganda, and he will share with us his profile. Bernard?
Thank you, Rose. Hello, viewers. My name is Bernard Wanyama. I am the director at Syntech Associates Limited. We are an IT systems integration company based in Kampala and serving the East Africa market. We specialize in networks, cybersecurity, cloud computing, and general IT systems integration. Thank you for having me here today.
Right, thank you for sharing your profile, Bernard. So we'll just dive into our topical discussion today, and considering the current situation, what are some of the recent trends in IT operations and the predictions for 2020?
Thank you, Rose. My view is that we are seeing a lot of cloud computing coming to the fore as an essential service in terms of being able to deliver to the expectations, the changing expectations of both customers and internal users within the organizations that deploy IT systems at scale. And so cloud in all its flavors has been growing in demand, but also the level of dependence of organizations on cloud systems has grown. And that also now brings out the reality of hybrid cloud, where you have a bit of on-premises, a bit of real cloud, and a bit of edge services, together with multi-cloud, where some services and some resources reside across different cloud providers, depending on the suitability and the cost and the ability to deliver. So cloud as a key technology is very prevalent, and it's going to become more and more prevalent. And we're also going to see a lot of cybersecurity issues coming to the fore as more and more value is put out there and people are depending on a lot of connected systems and distributed data to get work done. You're going to see a lot of cloud breaches, data privacy breaches, actual end user devices being compromised or being stolen or lost and leading to a breach. So cybersecurity as a topical issue is going to gain more traction, and it's going to need to be addressed at a more serious and a more strategic level as we go along. And indeed, obvious things like remote work, whether it's people who've been previously working as staff in the organization and are now having to work from home, or even just the fact that you have to look at remote teams, people developing, people supporting the infrastructure, and having to work from geographically dispersed locations and still being expected to deliver the same results or even better. That's going to grow quite a bit. And I would also like to talk about privacy more, because as we get more and more data-driven, more and more data-dependent, privacy is going to become a real thing. We've seen a lot of legislation across the world harmonizing data privacy and data protection requirements. And so we're going to see a lot of attention in the area of privacy coming to the fore.
I completely agree with you, because you can just see the recent Twitter hack that shows us that we need to take cybersecurity seriously and also watch out for cybercrime. So on the same, Bernard, would you be having closing remarks?
I think I wouldn't call them closing remarks, but more of what we need to do as an industry. We're going to have to do a lot more in terms of meeting business expectations. Businesses and indeed end consumers of the products that companies deliver, products and services that companies put out on the market, expect more. So we have higher customer expectations. So the so-called digital transformation that we are pushing for across the enterprise, and especially in IT services, is going to have to deliver more of what it promises, because customer expectations are growing. The need to deliver the ultimate customer experience is going to be felt much harder by people who are at the front end of delivering these services. And so we have to have multidisciplinary teams. We've got to have more training and more specialty in terms of security, in terms of cloud services, in terms of DevOps, and all the other technologies that enable these services to be delivered and companies to thrive in a digital age. So we'll have to see IT operations evolving. We'll have to see IT professionals themselves becoming more business oriented and listening more to the business and adapting the technologies that they have to meet business expectations. And indeed, in terms of the business side of things, there's more pressure on budgets. We'll have to do more with less money and deliver even in circumstances which are as challenging as we're seeing. So the environment is going to become more challenging. And I think that also presents certain opportunities for people to think differently and to innovate around that creative tension that is produced by a problem that needs to be solved and solved urgently. So I believe we're going to see a lot of new, great, interesting things as we go along. Thank you.
Thank you, Bernard. Most CIOs and CISOs are experiencing increase in budgets. So I completely agree with you. Thank you so much for sharing with us today, Bernard. Yeah,
Thank
and to
you.
our viewers, thank you so much for watching. To keep in tabs with us and also not to miss out on the upcoming sessions, kindly hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss out. Thank you.